So I want to show you guys a clip of the radical dingbat leftist known as Clementine Ford. She has been very outspoken, very much like the other radical leftist dingbat that we've got here in Australia, known as Abby Chatfield, on all issues revolving around the Palestinian cause. You know, free Palestine and all that sort of other nonsense that goes along with it. Now, if you don't know who Clementine Ford is, fantastic. Don't do yourself a favor and read up on her, because I guarantee you end up down this very dark rabbit hole that will probably depress the living daylights out of you, as it did for me. I did not enjoy, I repeat, I did not enjoy learning about Clementine Ford. She seems like she's a very unhappy person, a very angry person. Now, keep in mind, Clementine Ford is a radical feminist, not the initial stages of the feminist movement, but more the radical latest movement, meaning she hates all men and she seems to stick up for the likes of a terrorist organization that hates women. Make that one make sense. But she is one of those radicals like Abby Chatfield that speaks her mind on things that a lot of it, she's got no idea what the hell she's talking about. And she's like an older lady. She's older than Abby Chatfield. Abby Chatfield is my age. So like almost 20, I'm almost 29. I'll be 29 next week, believe it or not. And Abby Chatfield, I think, is already 29. Don't know, don't care. But she's young, okay? And she doesn't make any sense most of the time. Clementine Ford is like in her late 40s, I believe, and she still doesn't make any sense. You know why that is? Because when you are a radical leftist dingbat, you make no sense. You think that you make sense, but when you pit it towards reason, rationale, it makes absolutely no sense. So when she's attaching herself to these ridiculous ideals of free Palestine, all that sort of other nonsense that goes along with it, and she's chanting and shouting that Israel must be destroyed, which is what she says in this video. I mean, what is wrong with you, woman? And you call yourself an Australian. All right, woman, if you really want to free Palestine so much, get your backside over there and go and do just that. You're not doing anything except for radicalizing innocent young minds, brainwashing them. That's what this entire movement is about. Brainwashing young people into thinking there's an actual genocide going on in Gaza, which there's not, and painting Israel out to be like they're the enemy. It's disingenuous, isn't it? She's a writer. She's an author. And all the stuff that I've seen her write about, my goodness me, is it very concerning. She's a man-hating, Islamic supporting, or I should say, terrorist supporting, angry feminist. They're dangerous. Clementine Ford is sounding like a deranged imam, except if a bearded imam were calling for the destruction of media, remember Charlie Hebdo, and the destruction of all of Israel and genocide of its population, they'd be investigated, if not locked up. So when a foul-mouthed white woman does it, what happens? Absolutely nothing. Here is the video, ladies and gentlemen.
The settler colonial state known as Australia would just stop supplying crucial weapons parts and lying to it. Thank you very much, Penny Wong, you disgrace. Yeah. As you may know, the Australian Weekend magazine recently declared me to be the face of hate in Australia. And I can't tell you how absolutely proud I am to be considered as such. The people are rising. The people are rising, and it is Palestine that is freeing us all, and Palestinians who are leading us all. Resistance will never die. There is no such thing as a free press in this country. It has been infiltrated and is beyond repair, and it must be destroyed, just like the regime of Israel must and will be destroyed, so that the people of Palestine can live in the shelter of each other, from their river to their sea, as always was, as always will be.
I can agree. Never thought I would say this, but I can agree with Clementine Ford on one thing, that Penny Wong, our foreign minister, is actually a total and utter dingbattery disgrace. That's all I'll say on that. She's absolutely proud to be considered the face of hate in Australia. Let that sink in for a moment. You're known as the face of hate because you are a hateful woman. You're just a very hateful, spiteful person. And again, I will say it, you cannot be happy. If you are actually saying that you are happy to be and you are pleased to be the face of hate in Australia, geez, woman, actually reevaluate your life. I wouldn't want to be known as the face of hate in Australia. That would concern the living crap out of me. But for her, no, I take it in my stride as being the face of hate in Australia, people. Goodness me, woman. Is this woman like literally going through a midlife crisis or something? This is like, no, it's not, people. You know why? She's always been like this. She's been like this on feministic issues, and now she's like this when it comes to supporting terrorism. It's just, there's so many screws loose in her head. There's no reasoning with this woman. I think she was on Piers Morgan not that long ago, and he tried. Didn't work. I can't remember exactly what she said because it was a little while ago now, and I've made so many videos since then, but I just remember her being not condemning Hamas, first and foremost, remember that, and saying that we need to destroy Israel. That was the other thing that I remember. And also in this video, saying that we need to destroy Israel as well. That, ladies and gentlemen, you should not be saying. I mean, I understand we've got freedom of speech in Australia, but my goodness me, like, there should be consequences, shouldn't there? I never go out there and I never say that we need to end the life of anyone or destroy anything, but these people, they do, because they've got nothing better to do. They think that an entire nation doesn't deserve to exist because guess what? A group of terrorists went over and killed the likes of 1,300 innocent Israelis. And because Israel retaliated, that somehow means that they no longer have a right to exist. The entire 7 million something population. That is insane. That is nuts. But it's very much like the trans activist, the whole thing. Very much like terrorism. They don't want you to exist. If you have a difference of opinion, they don't want you to exist. It's nuts. And it's dangerous. And these are the people the government is protecting, I'll have you know. Resistance will never die. It is the Palestinian people that are leading us all. This woman is speaking truth to power. Yes. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The people, Palestinian people, are freeing us all. The people are rising. The people are rising in resistance. Resistance will never die. It's never going to die unless I say it's going to die. This is where stupidity, ladies and gentlemen, thrives. She probably wrote this using ChatGPT, believe it or not. But hey, I think ChatGPT is a little bit smarter than Clementine Ford. What? So apparently Israel is the terrorist organization, but Hamas isn't, even though in their stinking charter they want to wipe out Israel, even though it is a designated terrorist organization that every single country in the world recognizes them as a terrorist organization. But no, Israel is the terrorist organization, evidently speaking, according to Clementine Ford. Palestine, so that Palestine can live from their river to their sea. She thinks that she's actually making sense. She makes no sense at all. She thinks that she's moving people. And yes, she's probably moving a great deal of dingbats because they've got no brains. None whatsoever, as it would seem. And apparently we are all colonizers living on stolen land. Yeah, that's all happening. Now I want to show you guys this one video before we finish. And it is of NASA, whatever the hell his name is. He's one of the main Palestinian protest organizers, and he's talking about, if you are a uni student, now is the time to act. Have a watch of this dribble.
Uni student, now's the time to act. Make your voice count. Register to vote in the National Student Referendum on Palestine. The link is in my bio. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, from petitions to sit-ins, strikes, encampments. You are part of a long, proud history of student activism. I keep telling my boomer mates the students have never been wrong, and once again history will prove you right. Over the next 2 weeks, the National Union of Students will hold campus meetings where you can vote no confidence in our government for backing demand universities cut ties with weapons companies. Despite the overwhelming public support for Palestine, our government and universities refuse to listen. You are our future. As students, now is the time to stand up and demand to be counted. So register to vote today. Link in my bio. Be sure to check out your local Students of Palestine page for meeting details. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
This is probably why our stinking government is actually bending the knee and recognizing the Palestinian statehood, because of young, brainless, spineless. I mean, not really spineless. They're quite brazen. Okay. I'll give them that. Young people that absolutely hate Australia. They seem to care more about another nation run by terrorists than actually Australia. Wake the hell up before it's too late. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.